Yo, this is the L7C, bringing you another L7C Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. And today we have a very special Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. We have the Captain Byron Mitchell going against the producer Justin Ackendale's Elemental Hero Neo Spacian deck. This is the first time that Byron's deck will be going against Justin's. And there was three duels recorded. I got two of them. Byron has one. So I'll be talking about the first two, and Byron will be talking about the third one. So make sure you like this so that Byron can upload his duel and do some voiceover so you hear a different voice. Starting off, Byron's already searching for a torrential tribute, which is crazy to say in 2021 that you could search for a torrential tribute. Gets his Time Lord out. That one is when you draw, you lose 1,000 life points. He sets two cards, ends turn. We draw, we lose the 1,000 here. And then it's a pretty good hand for some heroes. Convert Contact, or waiting to see if he has a response. He does have the two back row. We know one of them's Torrential Tribute, so we're trying to play around that. So we send Dark Panther. Actually, we send Flare Scarab. Yep, Dark Panther from hand. Flare Scarab to draw two cards. Do Air Hummingbird and a Neo, so that is cool. We go right into into Miracle Contact, I believe. Or do we try and bait out his Torrential? Yeah, the goal is to bait out Torrential. So we're going to do Emergency Call. And we're obviously waiting so that we get to search. And obviously, if you're doing E-Call, you got to get the GOAT. You got to get Stratos. You got to. Then we're looking at our hand too. We could summon any monster in our hand. Right now, obviously can't summon Neos. We're looking at our deck on which potential triple contact fusion we are going to make. So we're looking at our hand. Look at the extra deck. Cancel out of there. And then let's go. We are actually going to activate the Miracle Contact right now. He still has not torrentialed. So we probably should have summoned Stratos, forced a torrential, but he has another card that he can activate right now. So we're trying to see what it is. So we have access to a lot of our Neos fusions. We can even go into triple and quadruple contact fusions, which I believe that's what we're about to do right now. And we're looking at summoning the Cosmo Neos, which has a crazy effect. I mean, you can't activate anything. Like it's wild. So we're actually going to go Cosmo. Are we going Cosmo Neos? Yep. So we're sending Neos from hand, Aqua Dolphin, Dark Panther, Flare Scarab. So we're sending all that back to the deck to do Cosmo Neos. Activate the effect of Cosmo Neos. So we're like, that's cool. That's cool. And we still have our normal summon. We're thinking about doing Air Hummingbird to get some life points, but we're actually going to do. We do Grand Mole. We do the old school Grand Mole. This card used to be such a problem back in the day. So we do Grand Mole's effect, attack. We activate. We're checking to make sure. I'm pretty sure we activate Grand Mole's effect to bounce us both to hand. We're checking our Cosmo Neos to make sure. Like, hey, can he activate? But we're like, yeah, just bounce back to hand. Then you get smacked for 35k. And then we end turn. And when he goes, your whole field goes. That was the problem with contact fusing, that if you didn't have Neo space, your monsters go. But with Cosmo Neos, when he goes, the opponent's whole field goes. So you kind of want to summon him without Neo space so that when he goes, all your stuff goes. So that's super cool. He attacks. He summons the same Time Lord again. And then he shuffles our graveyard back to our deck, which is fine. That's not a problem. We draw Rainbow Dark Dragon. Not the best draw right now. So we could do the same thing all over again. But this time we're going to summon Air Hummingbird. We're going to activate his effect, feed us 1,500 life points, to just end turn. And we still have Stratos. We still have Stratos and we still have Grand Mole. And with the Time Lords, Grand Mole gets around them. So that's always something to consider. In Time Lords, you have to have one at a time, typically. So with Grand Mole there, we're in pretty good shape. We're waiting to see what Byron does summon Sandiao, which is fine. So we're going to lose 2,000 here. Which is cool. So we lose 2k. And I believe he ends turn. Yep. Draw Polymerization. And then, like the freaking show, summon Stratos. Does Stratos' effect. Add a hero monster to hand. Watch Byron's life points. He has 45 exactly. So get Neos to hand. And we drew the Poly, which is perfect Jade and Yuki style. So that we fuse Rainbow Dark with the Neos in our hand to make the almighty Rainbow Neos. Then we do Rainbow Neos' effect to send Stratos to the grave, to send his monster back to the deck. Direct attack, 4,500 exact. The producer versus the captain, game 1.